All right. We have the game that is about to start, which is going to be Genome Ride versus Anirban FIFA. Both of these players who have not created a huge name for themselves in the scene just yet, but this proves to be a very good platform for them to display their skills and show how good they are at the game. And it's going to be, I mean, it clearly shows that already play at a certain level by um, actually getting to this point in the tournament, the round right before the quarterfinals. This tournament had 1,024 people playing it, and the fact that you've made it this far obviously shows that you have a lot of talent and skill to actually get to this point. But at the minute, for them to have a major tournament as their as the one that they have won, it'll be a huge thing to add to their resume as a FIFA player if they plan to ever turn into a competitive player in this sport. Now, we have a lot of these already accomplished players, and if one of them gets a chance to play against the person who is going to play in the next game, which is going to be Naveen versus Mudzvi. Now Naveen again is one of the most experienced player, and all of these experienced players playing against them, all of these players who even end up losing the game, they're going to have a lot to learn. They're going to have a lot more experience, and they'll know what they're going to take out of this tournament. So even though these guys do not really they don't really have their name stamped in the top quality of FIFA esports in this country, they definitely beating any one of these Goliaths in this tournament would them basically turning themselves and showing everyone that they are the dog horse of this tournament. And as you can see, this had to happen at least once in this whole tournament. It had to be a France versus France lineup with Naveen uh, and Mujvi both with France. Um, Now, Naveen is again one of the most experienced players in this country, and he is one of the first people last year who actually hit a 30 and 0 and had some and made a huge name for himself, not just in South India but the entire country. He consistently performed extremely well last year, and this year also he's continued to maintain his high standard of FIFA that he plays at. Now he is going to be the one playing away, and the only thing that would probably set these two teams apart is the player selection. Very interestingly, in the last game, we saw that Mbappe and Varane both weren't being used. Some of the most broken cards in game, and they're the two most meta cards basically. And you can see that Mbappe is actually kicking off for Mutsvi here in the blue kit, and Naveen looks to already pile on the pressure. He wants to press, he wants to get the ball as quickly as possible. As you can see, there was a Varane there as well. Uh, for Mutsvi's team, Mbappe trying to see which pass is open for him to see through. Now if you can see that he's basically gone for an extremely attacking approach here with his fullback rushing all the way forward. That means that Mutsvi is not scared of the competition. He wants to attack, he wants to outscore the opponent, and that is going to be his game plan. Because as you can see, he allowed Naveen to run with the ball uh, till his own byline, because it opened up so much space, and it that was a great chance by Mbappe there. And this is the peril of using attacking fullbacks. The moment you start doing that, sure, you're going to have a lot more space in attack, but it's the same amount of risk that you have in defense as well. And look at that. Naveen already with a goal. Insane finish by Mbappe there. Not a lot of cards would have been able to make that finish, but of course, it has to be Mbappe in a France team clutching it up. What a finish from a very tight angle as well. And as expected, it was. Naveen who strikes first in this game. As you can see, he still chooses to go with the attacking fullbacks. He knows that the only probable way that he will want to that he'll have a shot in winning this game is by piling on the pressure, attacking wise to Naveen. But you can see that there is so much space. One lob pass to the striker, and it looked like it was a 3-on-3 situation in that aspect. To Ben Yedder, again, one of the best cards of last year, haunted everyone's dreams. Ben Yedder is back in the France team. Again, a very good card this year as well, and it's going to be a very easy goal for Naveen there. A very, very easy pass back to Ben Yedder, who was the central part of that attack. And it's just a very open defense by Mutsvi at this minute, and Naveen will take all the chances that he can get to actually compete with Saransh for the most number of goals here, because it seems like even though Mutsvi looks decent in the attack, he has not been able to create anything threatening, even though it's just been the first 20 minutes. On the other hand, Naveen has looked to be on fire here. Koman versus Koman, an interesting battle there with Kimpembe to Hernandez, Kante. It just feels like Naveen Mutsvi is shell shocked. Like he certainly did not expect to be 2 goals down so early on, and it just seems like he now has to rethink his whole game plan, because clearly bombing your fullbacks forward is too risky a move against a player of Naveen's quality. He has given the ball away though, if Dembele can get to it, but no, Digne is there. It seems like he is going for a pressure tactic here. He is either on press after possession loss or press after heavy touch, which again is kind of a risky affair unless you have tons of experience using that tactic, because the AI pressing for you is always going to be a very risky affair. Because the moment you have the AI pressing for you, you have no real control over how much a player is going to be committing. And that's why, along with the fullbacks, it's this pressure tactics that's making the game extremely open for Naveen. But as you can see, the extra player in the attack is helping quite a lot for him to hold the ball. Now, holding the ball has to come at some sort of advantage, enough of an advantage where he actually has a goal scoring opportunity at the very least, which hasn't been the case till now. Pogba on the ball tries a good lob through ball, but it was never going to work. It was very well covered by Naveen there again. He's going for that pressure tactics. That's how he couldn't get out of that ball. That's why he couldn't get the ball out to Dembele there. Good solid tackle, stopping another counter attack. Maybe Naveen should stop rushing his attacks and try to hold the ball a little more, so he can assert his complete dominance over this game and score plenty more goals, because it seems like Mutsvi is quite good at defending these one-on-one situations with the centre back. Kuman on the ball again. Kante. He look for Dembele to Mbappe. What can he bring out? Dembele on the ball. Pavard wins that battle. Oh, that's some great pressing by Naveen there. He doesn't have too many options to go, but Kante is just not fast enough there to actually recover and get the ball there. Pavard running down the wings, exhausted, but he sold his man Digne there. Goes for a cross. Not the most effective way to attack this year, but he trusts that his Mbappe could win the header there at the back post, which is not the case. And again, we have the wings completely empty with Naveen to seal off the game. And what a miss! Is that a pen? No, it's not. It seemed like it was a pen, but that was an incredible miss. I have no idea how whoever that was, maybe it was Yedder, how Yedder has actually missed an open goal from there. It looked like 100% chance. clear open goal, but a dominating performance by Naveen. A little less possession, but it rarely matters when you're 2 goals up. If I was Naveen, I really wouldn't change anything. It's Mbappe and Ben Yedder have been doing the job perfectly well, other than the last miss at the end of the half. Mutsvi, on the other hand, definitely has to rethink about how he's going to be approaching this game. Clearly, every time his fullbacks have bombed forward, he has had a near goal opportunity that has somehow been saved by his keeper or his good luck. Dinier again to Yedo, Kante to Duba. Duba finds a very good ball to Coman there. Mbappe again on the loose. Can he finish? No, he can't. That's a great save by Loris there. What a save that is. It just keeps Muzvi in the game. Again, he's trying to rush the attack by going on top, but his Mbappe did win the header this time. He will try to look for the fullback, but it's now covered by the winger again. Pogba trying to find a good pass to Mbappe, comes all the way back. Croqueta to Dembele to Mbappe. Tries to play it back to Dembele with a cheeky 1-2, but it just does not work out because that's some resilient defending by Naveen. Mbappe running to Pogba to Kante to Denier to Dembele. That's a great ball. It looks all too open to Ben Guedo. Can he turn his man? Yes, he can. What a goal! I'm lost for words. That was an incredible goal. He did not just turn his man. He completely left him in the dust. That fake shot at the very end there and the cancelled croqueta, the way he opened up the space there, pure genius from Naveen there. And this is why he's one of the best the country has to offer. That extra pass that makes all the difference, that extra skill that completely opened up his defense. You wouldn't expect anyone to do that, but only the best. Ben Yedder again looking like a huge menace for Mujvi to stop. A good ball here, has a lot of space, has to make the right decision. Griezmann on the ball will stop at some point or does a cross, and that's a great chance. But that is offside by Dembele there. But good positive play from Mutsvi there. He was able to exploit that through ball with the on rushing defense of Naveen. But Naveen did enough there for to not concede a goal. Yedder again on the ball. Varane completely bodying him, falls right back to Naveen and goes on another attack. Koman again running down the wings, too much space, goes for a cross, cleared. Corner, he goes short to Kante. Will try to find a pass somewhere because Kante can't shoot. He'll try to give it to Ben Yedder. Will he do a directional nutmeg here? He tries to keep the ball, holds it very well, loses it eventually. There's some good pressure though by Mutsvi, but as you can see, the pressure he is mounting, he has to score a goal though. It's 70 minutes on the clock and 3 goals down. It seems like an uphill battle from this moment on, unless he can somehow score a quick fire couple of goals. That's a good ball. Can he finish? No, he can't. Theo Hernandez to the rescue for Naveen. Very good tackle. Held his ground. He knew what he was doing. Even though it looked like a very good opportunity, Vicky was able to snuff it off easily. Dembele on the run again. Mbappe is going to be through if he plays the ball. He chooses not to, which is the right thing to do because he had run offside there. He gets a foul for his troubles, and It's Duba on the ball. 15 minutes remaining. Mbappe twisting, turning. He knows, like now, Naveen knows that this is probably game over. All he has to do is probably try to score a really good goal that can possibly be the contender for the best goal of the day. After we've seen some incredible goals by Naveen already, one of those goals especially very impressive. The way that he was able to just fend off all the defenders by Ben Yedder alone. Incredible skills. Pogba passes it to Coman, and now you can see the pressure piling up. But Naveen just showing his experience, his tons of experience, getting out of the press so easily. Mbappe, what a skill move that is! He tries to do a little too much though. A fake stop to the back again, still pressing. He will pass it off to Dembele. Will he do a skill? That's a fake shot. What a fake shot that was. And it's complete destruction for Mutsvi, like we expected. Naveen with the 4 goal lead and a very, very composed performance from him in this game. What a game this was by Naveen. He did everything right. He barely gave any chances to his opponent unless this one goes in. He still somehow manages to defend that. The commentators curse just as I said that there wasn't a chance. That was more than a half chance there because the the finesse shot there, if he would have tried to take it early, it would have resulted in a goal because Mbappe is extremely good at scoring those particular shots, and it was a one-on-one situation. I mean, might as well go for it. It's the last 2 minutes of the game. Yedder will with the scoop turn and a great chance, but again he is going for the flashy finish. He could have just shot far post there, but he chose to do the extra croqueta to beat the keeper, probably in the wrong direction. But he doesn't really mind. He is comfortably won this game 4-0. What a performance by Naveen here. As you can see, completely dominant. Gave France one shot. Here we see all the goals again. Look at Mbappe just dancing on him. What a finish that is. Top 5 goals of the day for sure. Is this the Ben Yedder goal? Nah, this is the easy goal where it was a very easy, simple pass to Ben Yedder and a very good finish. It's the next Ben Yedder goal that is class if we do get to see it. But a very, very, very clinical performance by Mbappe and Ben Yedder. They stole the show. Ben Yedder with his close dribbling, Mbappe with the skills, just like how it is. And it just shows that Naveen is here, win the whole thing. It's one of the real competitors amongst probably the 4 favorites in this tournament. One huge favorite in Saransh, but Naveen, Vicky, and Lokmanyu definitely up there at the very top, favorites to win this whole thing. And Naveen shows exactly why his name deserves to be there at the very top. In the next game, we do have uh, Lokmanyu versus Dhruv. And Lokmanyu is one of the best players in the country again. Plays for India. It's going to be one hell of a game. A chance for a dark horse to again show his worth. None of them have been quite able to do it in this tournament. All the experienced players have been easily dispatching of the inexperienced ones. Now we will have another such tie in Lokmanya versus Dhruv, but we will see that, catch all the action in the next one. See you.
I'm glad I